in the background there. We'll be seeing more of it as we walk along. The back border here, it's right along here. It goes all along. We'll walk along, and what we'll do is we'll identify some of the maintenance activities for this garden. First thing is the guava. That's this waxy leaf over here. Right here, you can see the waxy leaf. That is the guava tree. What we try to do, we don't want to have guava on low lands. It grows very thickly and it kills. You can see this little guava forest at this corner of the border. It kills most of the other plants. It has something in the roots or the way it grows densely or something that causes all the other plants to die. However, the guava is very useful as a slope plant. It makes a great handrail. And we'll talk about that when we get to the Crater Trail garden video. Weeding activities for this garden. So we want to keep the ginger. The things we want to weed out are things like the cane grass. And cane grass, is always easy to know what the cane grass is. It looks like a grass. It has these hairs. And these hairs are a little bit itchy when you get them on you. So it's always good whenever you're weeding cane grass like this to put on some suntan lotion or any kind of lotion, and that'll stop the cane grass from itching you. It makes it really, really easy. This is another telltale sign of the cane grass. So all of these plants here are all weeds. This one here would be the one we want to keep here. Over here, the coconut tree, we have another tree here. This one is beautiful. It's a century plant, makes a beautiful plant that grows relatively low but is very grand. We also have this tree here that we want to keep. Now right over here, this part here, this is a gorgeous tea leaf. Again, we would weed all this stuff out here. And this stuff we want to weed with a comma. And a comma we pull with our hands, pulling it out like I showed in one of the other videos. Camera along here, you get to see the difference between chemical agriculture and what we do, which is we use no chemicals, nothing like that, and you can see wild, bushy, crazy green. Here's where the Roundup begins. Here's the line, here's the border, and as you can see the border goes right there, and now here's chemical agriculture. Between using no chemicals and using chemicals. So as we continue along the border, we get back into the green zone, and you see again some of the plants that we want to take. These ones here, we want to keep in. These gingers here. This one here is a native Hawaiian plant. It's a pity it actually makes a beautiful purple flower that tastes delicious. The border is a decorative border, so the plants we have here, we don't really have any edible plants. Most of the plants that we have along the border are bamboos and decoratives that make a nice border. So the reason why we've been planting the ginger is the ginger grows up. It grows up a little bit higher than me, and it's a beautiful waxy leaf, and it's a perfect border plant. It grows straight and nice. Same thing with the bamboo we have there. So maintenance activities would be to just make sure we free up the bamboo, adding a little soil every now and then, and giving space to the bamboo and the ginger. Now this is one of the mango trees that we bought. What we've done after many mistakes in the past is we don't just put a tree anywhere and any tree, anytime, any place, because they're trees. They start off as small plants, but they grow into trees. And we've learned through hard experience that if you put the wrong tree in the wrong location or the wrong pedigree tree, you just don't get that much out of it. And sometimes you waste a whole few years of reserving that space for something that doesn't quite pan out. This is a mango tree that is pedigreed. We paid a lot of money for it, and we give it a big buffer around. We give them full attention, and we've given it a great location to grow. So moving quickly along now to end the back border video, I'm just showing. Here's another one of the trees, and this is a better example of one where we planted a tree. We put a sort of a barrier around it of logs, and then we pour extra soil in there, and that becomes a really good line to show volunteers where the valuable plant is. We also put pink tape on the plants that we really want to keep. So this gives people the idea that when they're weeding, hey, this is the valuable plant, let's be careful around it. Each one of these bamboos is a different species. And so we've got about 6 different species on the back border. And all of them are growing. This is another one of the little experimental citrus trees, again, that's a few years old, and we have no idea about its provenance. As a result, it's scraggly, it's drying, and we're kind of just using it as a border plant right now. Back border of Lonohale. One little maintenance activity here, one of our crazy little fish ponds. And I've just done some of the cleaning of it, but one of the things that we do every few months or so is, it may look strange, but this is Hawaii. There's no crazy snakes or poisonous spiders or anything like that. But we reach our hands in and just grab out some of the bamboo leaves to take it out there. And that just gives the fish a little bit more space. It doesn't get so cluttered up and funky in there. That's something to do about once every 2 to 3 months. It's where the border comes to an end. Right here. So the weeding tasks and maintenance would be along the border, and our side is to the right. We do the weeding and stuff like that. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. Aloha.